Hello peeps. The other evening the Irving Johnson, a brigantine which is a replica and belongs to the city of Los Angeles, the Maritime Institute there, came into port and set out in the bay for a couple of days. Beautiful sight. Alrighty, so we're going to head out of Smugglers Bay, having been here for about 5 days, which was fabulous, and head down to Coches. As you can see, there's not much wind, so we're probably going to have to motor all the way, although that has come up from 1.4 knots to 3.0 in the last half an hour. So we'll see what happens, and basically we are here and we are going to go down this side of the island to Smugglers down there. Not to Smugglers, to Coches, which is a beautiful anchorage, as you will see, and protected from northerlies, northwesterlies, and even the easterlies that come in. It took about an hour and a half for us to motor down to Coches. As you can see, pretty flat. I'll talk about that later. But beautiful scenery on the way. So you can see it over the hills there and further down the coast. It's much thicker earlier in the day, so it's lifted a little bit, and there's a tiny bit of breeze starting to come in. But yeah, when we're caught in these high pressure situations here on this California coast, this Southern California, we get a lot of this marine layer fog, which means that the radar comes in handy. And not much breeze. Usually some breeze in the afternoon though. Once this starts to clear and there's a little bit of blue sky poking through over there, I can feel a little bit of sunshine trying to get through above, so I expect we'll get some breeze in a bit, but we will probably be anchored by then. So we're just going down inside that headland to Coches, and going to be there for a couple of days and then head home. just tucked in there is Albert's Cove. It's a tiny little anchorage, as you can see. 2 boats already in there, probably hiding from this swell. And then around this big headland, in there is Coches, one of my favourite anchorages on this island. Beautiful sand beach, awesome snorkeling, also pretty protected from the swell and protected from most of the prevailing wind. So we're heading in there. So many baby pelicans and such incredible snorkeling, as I'm about to show you in a collection of clips. I hope you enjoy them. Heading out for another dive on the other side of the bay. Yeah, so this is my little blue dive system, and it's great. It's just a compressor above the water, and then I have a mouthpiece, and it's started doing that rhythmic pattern because it's running out of battery. Battery lasts about half an hour, but I can easily get down 25 feet and have a good look around. It's great. Well, here we are. That's our little dive kit. Everything down there. Nomad dive and masts and snorkels. And here we are. Heading back to the boat, which is over there. With a trusty little
electric motor.
propulsion Spirit motor. Having fun?
Yeah.
One of the things that we really love about this little True Kit dinghy is that it fits on the back of the boat, and it's very light, so Sabine and I can lift it out of the water and lift it into the water with no assistance. And today it is also acting as a support for the solar panel to charge the outboard battery while we motor down to Coches. So best of both worlds, and you can see the life of cruising sailor here. Wetsuits, pressurized foot pump, shower, and boat neat and tidy, ready to go. Thanks for watching, everybody. That's our little adventure in Coches. In a couple of days' time, we will head down to Santa Barbara Island on the outside of Catalina and spend a couple of days there before sailing back to Long Beach. Thanks for watching our occasional adventures. See you next week, and hit that subscribe button. Thanks.